why did you choose, or how did you choose a career in manufacturing?
So my first job was a job at my Vavo's Linguiça factory. I was 12 and I was cryovacking linguiça.
Wow.
So my family was in food production for a long time, and I was around it for quite a bit. However, that was not my aspiration, but ended up as a buyer, and then ended up in logistics, and which brought me into manufacturing.
Can you talk about what challenges, if any, that you can attest to as being a woman in manufacturing?
Thankfully, Blount has a great culture, and it is very supportive of women. We've got some really great leaders that are allies for us. However, I have had challenges in the past. You're the only woman in the room. You may have to speak louder or be a little more assertive than normal because sometimes your voice doesn't get heard. People may tend to misinterpret your messages because there's a preconceived idea that you're being emotional instead of being accountable.
Can you tell us a little bit about WIM, Women in Manufacturing?
My passion is not only to develop people in general, but to make sure that I am an advocate for women supporting women. Right. And when I found Women in Manufacturing, I thought that was a great way for me to get involved in that. And I love the fact that they have a lot of different services that the whole company can take advantage of. So, as a corporate member, we can take advantage of the learning sessions that they have that are recorded that you can watch at 3 a.m. if you want to. You can take advantage of local events and seminars and plant tours. You can take advantage of the annual summit that they have, which has a lot of presentations and workshops. There's a virtual career fair. So anyone at Blount is able to access the virtual learning series. They can go onto the WIM website, and it will just ask you to put in your email address, and then you can access anything on the website. You get discounts on any of the trainings, discounts on the annual summit, the winter conference, and any local events. If you are interested in joining a local chapter, that's something that we can help get you connected with. We've had several candidates, actually several employees, that have taken advantage of the Women in Production, which is a leadership program. Probably had maybe 8 graduates from that program, and they all get a discounted rate because they're corporate members. With WIM, I'm on their board for their education foundation. I'm part of the development of what new programs are going to be offered, how WIM can continue to expand into the community and continue to advocate for women.
What message or advice would you want other women to hear about that are either already in or considering a career in manufacturing?
I definitely think that manufacturing is underrated. There's so many opportunities for women and men in manufacturing that schools and career services departments at colleges really aren't aware of. There's still the stigma of manufacturing jobs are standing at a line watching things go by. The Lucy and Ethel, video. Absolutely. Where, I think people still, in a lot of ways, think that that's what manufacturing is, and they don't realize the administration, the leadership, and really the opportunity to grow and learn. That there's just so much opportunity in manufacturing.